A girl is seen at the start of the film, whose name was Veronica. Her parents had died, so a detective named William had come to Veronica to ask about her parents' death. Veronica says on it, "Everyone will die one day." William had shocked, taking such type of response from that young girl. He had taken Veronica differently, bold and confident, so he decides to train Veronica for the job of special people. Actually, William was training Veronica to fight with killers. The serial killers only used to victimize the girls who had killed William's wife and his daughter, and William was training Veronica to kill them, whereas William could also accomplish this task. But he wanted to train a girl specially for this mission, so that the killer may understand that girls are not weak at all. Afterward, 12 years are passed in the movie. Then Veronica is seen again, who was at the last level of her training. There Veronica and William were both in the forest. He asks her while training her, "How will you kill that killer if he is in front of you?" Veronica tells that, "I will make them dead." Firing the gun, he proves her false after a little trial. He gives a gun in his hand with an empty magazine. He says, "If the bullets will be no more in gun and the killers in large numbering." So Veronica is also confused on this fact. In fact, William wanted to build Veronica strong. He did not want that Veronica may take the support of any weapon and any assistance. Then it is seen that William gives her a hallucinatory drug that Veronica had given to his victims. William offers that drug to Veronica for this purpose, that he may experiment how will those killers feel after taking the drug. Actually, it was a special drug a man used to feel his biggest fear of life, taking it. Veronica used to think that she has no fear of anything in her life. She also feels the biggest fear of her life under the effect of the drug. She had the biggest fear of life. If she remained unsuccessful to kill the killers in her life, or if she failed in her mission, then what will happen after this? It is seen that William teaches her such a trick. Practicing it, Veronica could knock anyone out within 20 seconds. He also trains her to load the gun with a bullet within a short time. Now Veronica was well prepared for her mission. William shows Veronica the 4 boys to her, bringing her to a hotel, where the leader of the Jameson befriends a girl in a hotel, so he along with his group members may kill that girl together. Then they carry that girl to the forest from there, where they kill her pathetically. Then Veronica comes to that hotel alone, and Jameson witnesses her, and Veronica wanted the same. He wanted to make Veronica his target while she wanted to make them her targets. Now, this boy named Jameson also talks to Veronica. He also asks Veronica to come to this hotel. Then he moves to the forest with his group friends as Veronica comes there. They were enjoying a lot on the way, and they were damaging everything on the way with their baseball bat. They also asked Veronica to do as such, and Veronica also continues to do the same as per their saying, because she can put them under suspicion on her part. They had come to a place of a forest, taking Veronica, where they had already managed something. Here they all were talking with one another while sitting. Veronica offers them a drink in which she had drugged it. "It has already been told by you, taking this drug, those killers were going to face their greatest fear of life. Their Jameson does not take this drug, who was the head of them." Now they all play a game with Veronica. They tie Veronica's both hands with a belt, and they ask her to move to the forest. They also say to her that, "Rescue yourself while untying your hands. Otherwise, you will be begging of your life." Veronica pretends to weep before them and shouts loudly. All boys were making fun of him. Then Veronica runs out from there immediately, passing a distance. Veronica turns her expression into a real one, and she unties her hands from that belt within a second easily. Now Veronica was ready to kill all 5 boys. 5 minutes are passed here. They all move in different directions to kill Veronica, taking their weapons. Because they had to search for Veronica in the forest at first, it is seen that a boy who has come to kill Veronica with his axe. The hallucinatory drug had affected him. He was hallucinating pandas everywhere. That was the greatest fear of his life. He begins to hunt those pandas, leaving Veronica. These were just his hallucinations. Veronica grabs his axe from that boy, coming to him, and she attacks him. Grabbing his axe, Veronica stabs that axe on his body, so that boy has died. Now Veronica takes the shoes of that boy and wears them herself, taking off her shoes, so she may hunt other boys with no difficulty. Then the other boy is seen searching for Veronica, but the hallucinatory drug also affects him, and he was hallucinating the devils in his surroundings, and he was hallucinating as all devils are beating him together. Actually, there was Veronica. She was hunting him. Veronica beats him badly. At last, she crushes his head to kill him, lifting a big stone from there. As a result, the other boy has also died. Here Jameson, who was searching out Veronica, understands. Observing the dead bodies of his two friends, he thinks that Veronica is not any ordinary girl. On the other side, Veronica was after the third partner of Jameson. That boy's greatest fear was this: it may not reveal to his fiancée that they are killers. A car stops near their car as he turns. His fiancée appears from there, who had come here, searching for him. Jameson, who is the friend of that girl, was telling that they are all killers, but that girl does not believe them at all. The boy was still explaining to his fiancée till now that you may not follow the words of Jameson, and Jameson says to his friend here, "We are all killers, and it does not suit us. What are you doing?" Afterward, it is seen that boy was strangling his fiancée, and it was just a hallucination of that boy. In fact, he was strangling Veronica here. Veronica fights with him, defending herself, and she kills that boy in the end, strangling him. Now Jameson's third partner had also died here, as Jameson finds his third partner dead. So he says to Veronica, finding and inspiring from her, "I loved your work." Now he asks Veronica to play a game with him, in which Veronica asks the question from Jameson, "How many girls have been killed by you and your group?" Jameson tells on her question while laughing, "There will be 21 including you." Now it was the turn to ask the question on Jameson's part. He asks Veronica, "How did you kill his friends? And how did you feel after killing them?" Veronica tells him that I had mixed the hallucinatory drugs in their drinks, through which I killed them easily. She also tells him that I have felt great satisfaction after killing them. That boy says on it, "Okay, join my group. In the same way, we will continue to kill people daily like this, which will satisfy you." But Veronica rejects his offer. She also attacks him with it. The fight had started between Jameson and Veronica. As being a skilled fighter, Veronica had tackled Jameson perfectly. At last, Veronica applies the skilled practice on Jameson taught by William, and she makes him unconscious within 20 seconds. She also gives him that hallucinatory drug, through which he was going to glimpse the greatest fear of his life. And she also hangs him with another tree while standing him on a tree stump. Jameson had witnessed after restoring his consciousness that he is in a hanging position with a tree. He is very afraid. Seeing it, he requests Veronica, "Let me go. I will not kill anyone in the future." But before this, Veronica agreed with him or uttered something to him. Jameson faces his greatest fear. There were 20 victims, women, before him whom he had killed. As he moves backward, keeping himself safe from those ladies, so he falls down from that tree stump. So he is hanged with another tree. So Jameson, the leader of this work, also meets his end. After this, it is seen that William appears there, holding a big gun. It means that William was present there, who was standing at a distance for Veronica's safety. But Veronica had tackled everything perfectly, and she did not feel the need for William's security. So William and Veronica had proved on those boys that girls are not weak at all. They can do anything at the exact time. Afterward, William takes Veronica to the dinner, where they enjoy their success. And the movie completes in this scene.